is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hope Valley. It's my safe space.
Oh, I'm Jackson. I like Hope Valley, and I'm so glad it's Bran's safe space.
I'm Dan. I despise Hope Valley and whatever brand. This is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Hello, everybody. Oh,
boy.
That's just us.
It's just
Sorry,
us.
my buttons aren't
There's
working today.
Jax.
My buttons aren't working. Hi, Jax. How are you?
Jax, you redid your entire living room. This is crazy.
Do you love it? Do you love the graffiti
It's
wall?
unbelievable.
It's so
It looks
cool.
like a lot of work went into that, and you did all that in a week, which is unbelievable.
Yeah. I hired an incredible artist.
Man.
And
Is that a UFO lamp in the
That-
top? No.
And then
that
also
Nope.
you're sitting in front of a couch.
I'm sitting in front of it.
Maybe you sit on the
currently
couch.
I'm currently at an Airbnb.
Got it.
So, yeah. And I was looking for the best spot to record here, and the background looked the best here. So I was like, well,
Think you
I
found
shall be sitting in front of the couch.
it. In front of the couch it is.
There's nothing
Does
that
it
you
look
can-
casual and fun?
It
like
looks
a
casual
girl?
and
So
fun,
cash.
and you can't even see the honey barbecue fingers. They're not even in frame.
Let's
So-
rate the bed and let's rate the breakfast.
At the Airbnb.
Oh, okay. So it's actually okay. So the bed is a 9 out of 10. It's extremely
Whoa.
close to the ground.
Okay,
I
it's
like.
like a platform. Like it's
Yeah.
But as a comfort, it's an Airbnb with a 9 of 10 bed.
9 of 10 bed, tons of pillows, very soft pillows. Pillows are what make it for me. I can sleep anywhere.
So Jax is just
But-
easier on the
Okay,
mattress
so
than I
let's
am.
rate
That's
the bed that you slept on during the marathon at the house. How's that?
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, give me a baseline.
I would say
Because that's not a bed.
here's what's tricky about that. That was I had an air mattress all through grad school that was on the floor and like not even blown up. So like I can whatever. That was I would say that my memory of that is clouded because I would say it's a 5.5 or a 6, but I was cold, which made it feel like it was a 3.
Oh, you don't want
so
it to be
you don't
cold.
want it to be cold.
I like a cool like 68,
Okay.
Mhm.
67.
It was colder than that.
It was
Oh,
really
yeah.
cold up here because we were downstairs.
Yeah.
We hopefully have that fixed.
We got it fixed. Jax.
Hopefully.
We got our climate control fixed. Turns out there was a damper vent that was supposed to shut off air to the upper floor or lower floor when it got too hot or cold that was wide open. And they fixed it.
Oh, so that wasn't just how it occurs naturally.
No.
You would think it would not be, and
So,
it wasn't.
We do have we
We
have
got that
to
fixed,
have,
and we have more blankets and pillows now. So for
That-
this year's
Right.
marathon,
I'm ready.
So we did.
Yeah.
We had to get it really cold downstairs. It just I gotta get it, but then it amplified whatever you're doing downstairs. It amplified
Correct.
it upstairs.
Amplifies it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did need it cool downstairs because there was lots.
A lot of
things that
people.
lot of
Yes.
A
people.
lot of
So
people.
hopefully-
A lot of movement.
Yeah,
So hopefully it's better this year
fixed.
if we do the marathon again.
So it's going to be 10 of 10 sleep.
I never want to assume.
I'm sorry. If we do the
Get
marathon
out of
again,
here. Get out of
my
here,
favorite
Brand.
year.
I just all I'm saying is I don't want people to assume.
You should assume it's something we've done longer than Bramblefest.
Yep.
It's probably the safest assumption of a Deck the Hallmark tradition of any of them. It's been
All
doing
I'm saying-
longer. We've been on longer than the Deckies, longer than Bramblefest. The marathon
What
is
we-
going to happen in some form or fashion.
What we've done in the past does not dictate what we do in the future.
Correct. But it's the best, safest bet.
He's such an enigma. I love the way Brand just
Yeah.
keeps us all guessing.
That's
course.
exactly right. All right, let's talk about Hope Valley 1874. Shall we?
Let's do it.
We are next week. We're going to be halfway through.
Just like that.
Just like
This
that.
is the length
And just like
a
that.
season of a Brad Cravoy television show should be.
Brian Bird,
Even Brian Bird.
Brad Cavoy,
All of them.
Brian, Brad, all the bees.
Cravoy, different guy, different company.
Love them both.
Brian Bird Cravoy.
Have you worked with Cravoy?
Yeah, I like Brad.
Yeah.
He's nice.
I
And funny.
I got his email address wrong once, and it went to his brother somehow, who is in real estate. It's a very similar
Brian Cravoy.
It's a very similar Gmail because both their first names start with B.
Yep.
And he was very kind about it.
Sounds
just like
good for him.
His brother forwarded it to him, and he said, "Hey, use my correct email." And I was like, "Fair enough."
This is hilarious. You were emailing with Brad Cravoy's brother.
Well,
Yeah.
I never actually emailed with him. He forwarded it to the correct address.
That was kind of.
And
him.
then Brad was like, "You should use the correct email address." And I was like,
that
"That's
makes,
you know
that
what?
makes sense.
That's fair."
Yeah, that's more than fair, Brad.
That's fair.
But he doesn't have he doesn't have a company email. He just uses like his Gmail, and then everybody else in the company. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Everybody else has a company email.
Wait a minute. You're right. Why? That is hilarious.
When you're a big deal, you just do whatever you want.
Yeah, everyone else has an MPCA film one.
I know.
And here, that is so funny.
That's for the people out there that care. Which
Yeah,
isn't
Why
many.
were you out there? Why were you out there guessing emails? And you could have just asked me.
I know. I could have just asked you.
Because he's an enigma.
I'm guessing
He's
emails.
an enigma.
Yeah. All right. Hope Valley, 1874, episode 3. It is called.
We don't have a plan for this one.
Okay. Jax.
I like gumbo.
Get your gumbo here.
Close. It's good.
Get your gumbo here.
It's good prospects.
Good
It's a
prospects.
little clever name. I like that. Originally on the Hallmark Plus.
Yeah, dude.
On April 2nd, and then I'm sure sometime in the future on Hallmark Channel.
No.
And it went. I can't change the camera, can I? I can. All right, and it went a little something like this. So Rebecca is helping Sarah out with a boo-boo, but no worries because she's got them all natural remedies. They're working hard on the boarding house, and Sarah is insistent that Rebecca not sell her ring. She promises that she won't because she's making pies. The prospectors are moving to a different stream to keep looking for gold. Apparently there's been good success at this other stream, so they're all moving there, which makes Tom happy, but it won't make him happy for long. You just wait. Clayton goes into the trading post to talk to Olivia again with this guy. Hattie is like, you should really organize your shopping list so you don't have to come in here every day. And he's like, I don't mind, winky face emoji. That's what he says, which I was surprised by. Winky face emoji. Like, how'd you know that terminology? On his way
out of the game.
I know. On his way out, Alexander comes back into town and he pulls Clayton aside and he says, hey, I know you're good at whittling. Are you good at drawing? He says, no, I'm not good at drawing, but Olivia is. And so he walks in, and Olivia is pumped to see him, and he asks if she would be willing to draw some pictures of some things around town to try to convince the people to move out west.
That's right.
You know, like these wonderful pictures that will show people that life is thriving out west. Rebecca is teaching Peggy how to read, but she's busy thinking about a new business idea. Cook the prospectors some hearty meals. Sarah wants to help, but she tells her to stay put, which makes her sad. She misses doing everything with her mom. Very sweet. Hattie is talking to Olivia, and she's worried about the fact that she hasn't seen Phoebe Taylor in a while. For a second, I thought she was talking about Phoebe Bridgers. No, Phoebe Taylor. Phoebe Buffet. She wants to go pay her a visit, and also, in the process, get her $3 that Phoebe owes her. Tom gets to work, and none of his work hands are there. Turns out they're all down at the new stream looking for gold. Tom is not thrilled. Hattie gets out there to check with Phoebe. She's doing fine. She tells her to scram. That's that. Rebecca bumps into Tom, and she encourages him to talk to the workers again, but this time try to listen to what they have to say. Why? What's their motivation behind going to look for gold? Maybe that'll help you. Rebecca is working on her first meal. She's decided to go with something that none of these people have had before. Gumbo. It's gumbo time, baby. And Sarah is over there all mopey, and she finally tells her mom about how she's feeling. So there's that. No one is buying the gumbo, so Rebecca and Sarah decided to work together to pass out some free samples. It's a big hit, and it allows them to, fix what's going on with them. Tom comes to talk to the boys again and tells them that he's going to give them each a day off each week to search for gold if they come back to work and do what they're supposed
Slippery
to.
slope to socialism, you know what I mean?
A big storm comes and knocks down their mess tent. Luckily, Phoebe Taylor comes to help. And then the next day at work, Tom is excited when his boys show back up for work. They did it. It
We're
worked.
gonna get that fence up in no
That's
time.
exactly right. The episode ends with Alexander looking at the drawings of Olivia did, including a drawing that she made of Rebecca. Now he has a picture of her that he can use for whatever. And that, my friends, was Hope Valley, 1874, episode 3, Good Prospects.
I'd forgotten it.
Let's take a
We
break.
did
We're going to
it.
come back. We're going to get to, breaking down this episode, our hot takes and all of
man.
that good stuff here on
Deck the Hallmark. We're back.
We're back, everybody. Where are you at right now? What's the state?
Lexington, Kentucky. So lots of
Kentucky.
horses.
You got
you know-
Like Oak Valley.
what's the pollen like there? You have a lot of allergies going on right now?
I don't have a ton going on right now, but I feel it. I feel it just kind of
You
nipping at
know,
me at the heels.
Jax, I don't know the exact time, but if you're happen to be in Lexington, Kentucky on a Saturday and turn over to your local public radio station,
That's right.
you'll get to hear your boys Bran and Dan
On Who What When.
on Who What When, South
picked
Carolina
up
Public
in Lexington,
Radio's
Kentucky.
hour of history, games, and trivia. It's been picked up in Lexington, Kentucky.
That's
It's
right.
syndicated.
What?
True story.
Okay, well, I'm staying then.
It's
so I can
also
listen live.
syndicated in Huntsville, Alabama, some other places that you might film as well. In Alabama, we're in like 6 or 7 other markets now.
Exactly
So
right.
there you go.
So basically, I can go around town and be like,
I know
"Do you
them.
know my boys?"
I know them.
Have you
That's
just
right.
be like, hey, are you all listening to public radio out there? What time's it air in Lexington, Kentucky?
I'm looking it
Look
up
that
right now. Yeah.
We're definitely listening to public radio.
We're talking. Everybody should.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
very, very important, and the best local reporting happens on public radio.
That's very true.
So it's very.
And we need to support local public radio.
Yeah, you
That's right.
should. We're big fans. All right, Hope Valley, 1874, episode 3, Good Prospects. Let's start with the hot take. I'll start with you, Jax. Jax, what'd you think about episode 3 of the program?
I don't know why the way you said of the program.
The program.
That it's so like official. I'm into this. I am having a good time in Hope Valley. We got, as everyone knows, I love West Wing. I love a walk and talk. The only thing that's almost as good as that is a trot and talk with these horses.
The old
The
trot and talk. You get it.
We see Bethany Joy Lenz and Benjamin Ayres. They get to have one now. Before that, she had one with the Mountie. And we were like, what's going on? Is the chemistry there? I love the way
Can't
her
help but
daughter-
wonder
her
who
daughter-
she's going to trot with long term. You know what I mean?
I think we know who she's
You
going
know
to
what
trot
I
with
mean.
long term.
Who?
Oh, definitely Benjamin Ayres.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Does seem that way.
It's also the way her daughter in the series, not to be confused with her real life daughter, who's also in the series, the way she looks at Benjamin Ayres, it's like she's intrigued by him. She thinks he's like a cool guy. She thinks he's a nice person. Like, I'm all in on this. I also really, really like the mother-daughter relationship in this. I think that it's really beautiful. It's interesting. I like Phoebe, this new character. I'm having fun with her. So all in all, I'm having a good time here in Hope Valley, 1874, despite the fact that I'm not usually a period piece girly, but here we are.
There you go.
Here we are. Well, they did do the thing that I asked them not to, which is introduce a new character with
They
Phoebe
certainly
Taylor.
did.
Currently, I don't care one way or another, but I wish they didn't. I know, like, she seems like she's fun, but I just didn't need another one is all I'm saying. So they did that. But yeah, this was a fine episode. I felt like I was happy to see, the thing that I asked for, they also did, which is to show more of Tom working, which he was forced to do because his workers stopped
weren't
working.
there, yes.
But like just to see him engaging with those guys more, actually like just doing more of the work. I got to see him dig a fence post hole. So pretty good week for me. But I thought that this was a fine episode. This was definitely like hey, we're here now. This is like it didn't feel as like, here we got a new show upon us. This felt like this is another weekly episode of this show, but I still was invested. I like these characters. I'm excited to see where it goes. And the fact that it's only 8 episodes really amplifies, like I'm really excited to see what they do with these 8 episodes. Like how much can they really accomplish in these 8 episodes? I'm very intrigued by, but yeah, good episode. I liked it. Dano?
Yeah, I guess I just watched a different show than you guys. I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes of this. This episode I did not like at all. I thought it was really boring and just kind of was DOA. I was bored. I couldn't like stop my mind from wandering. I couldn't lock in on this episode. I didn't think anything they were doing was interesting, or I found myself pulling for one thing or the other, aside from the Ayres character not being the good guy and learning to adapt and realize that his way of frontiering isn't the moral way of frontiering. That was the one thing, the one through line that I appreciated. The rest of this felt way too close to a When Calls the Heart episode for me. Like,
Dan, can I ask you something?
Please.
Gumbo or jam?
Oh boy. See, that's my point. I think you've made my point is that is like neither, but this was better because she's introducing some culture to these prospectors that haven't seen it before. Whereas the jam was just like a season 13, what do we do now situation, but it's not much better. Like if, for somebody who's trying to open a boarding house and get lumber and do all these things, I understand the need to make money and meet the prospectors where they were, but I felt like the gumbo line was kind of stupid. And it just felt like a When Calls the Heart. I don't know how else to say it. Like the first 2 episodes felt a little grittier for Hallmark, felt a little more like the filmmaking was really good. These characters had a lot of mystery to them. Like I especially feel like Lachlan Cornby, like he's also Australian, has watched a lot of Jack Thornton. I loved Lachlan Cornby in Providence Falls. Amazing.
Special event.
Yeah. But I feel like Daniel Lissing, another Aussie who was Jack Thornton and had this like almost doe-eyed dynamism about him, who was like, had chemistry with everyone, but said everything so earnestly, but you believed it. Lachlan Cornby's Mountie is kind of doing that same thing, like almost exactly, but not quite as well. And so all of this felt a little bit too much like When Calls the Heart LaCroix to me. It didn't, and they added a character that seemed out of place here on the frontier. This was very unfortunate to me. I did not have a good time this week. It didn't do it at all for me. Sorry.
We're back, baby.
Yeah.
It's time for all the feels. We're talking about what in this episode gave us feels, Jax.
I'm about to tell you all the ways that it did it for me. I loved when that man just looked at the gumbo and was like, I'll stick to my salted pork.
There you go.
I don't know why, but that did something for me.
They knew the thing that they were most likely to eat there, and they put it into their AI bot script.
It was, honestly, though, the way that man delivered
He said it was great.
I was like, I'm
What?
Dude, what about the Finding Mr. Christmas though? Like, what about the guys of Finding Mr. Christmas?
No, Jax can't see that.
She can't see it.
But
briefly, the Finding Mr. Christmas.
I'm all out of sorts without my buttons
on YouTube.
Here.
If you're watching on YouTube, but briefly you got to see that 3 of them were eliminated and the other 5 were
I'm all out of sorts without my buttons, Jax.
Sorry.
So I
you got to loosen up your buttons.
loosen, right?
Yep, you got it. Yeah, you got it. You
just power through, Jax. What else?
Sorry, go ahead. He said salted pork and it worked for you. Yes.
So, okay, Clayton and Olivia, that's heating up. Their promise and romance of what's out here on the frontier. Are you interested? I think I could be. Olivia had countless incredible moments in this episode. Then with her mom, that really moved me when she showed her mom the picture of her that she drew, and she said, "No one's ever going to forget you, Mama, not while I'm around." I mean, and that's a line that could be lovely or could be
awful,
cringe.
Yeah.
And this actress, who is incredible from Firefly Lane, she's just pulling it off.
I agree with you there. I agree that could have been
incredible.
a disaster, and she really nailed the delivery of that line. Unlike that guy earlier who was like, what did he say? He had one line: food, hot food, when, or whatever he said. It was brutal. Anyway, go ahead.
Hot food when.
Yeah, there's going to be hot food here. When? And then he just walks.
That's Ned's dad.
He didn't even wait. He literally says it, and then he just turns and walks off.
Yeah, you're talking about Ned's dad.
Ned's dad. Yes.
That's Ned's father. That you're.
Yeah, Mr. Yost is what Ned would say to call.
Yost,
It's what they call
nasty.
my father. Yes.
That's right. But I also found it very moving when Bethany and her daughter, when they were talking about, basically a mom coming to terms with, look, our generation of parents, I don't think, by and large, didn't know that apologies could be a thing.
Yeah.
Not that are awesome people, but that wasn't the parenting style that they were taught. And it's very cool to see this happening on the frontier.
Yeah, different. Yeah. I mean, like, this is a great example of how they're changing history. Like, if you're going to change history, do the version like that Hamilton does, where it's like, what if the ideas of our nation were ideals that were real and everyone actually had a voice? And so Hamilton does that better than anyone. So if you're going to, like, when Hope Valley changes to make it like a melting pot of, the racial spectrum, and you're like, this would never happen. Like, I applaud that. This is a great version of a single mom on the frontier that doesn't exist, but I'm here for it. I don't disagree with you. I'm 100% here for it.
Yeah.
Completely.
And now we've pivoted too far. Like, now I apologize too much to my kid. Like, my kid will yell at me, and my kid will be like, "Shut up, Dad." I'll be like, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, my parents were big on apologies. Like,
really?
Oh yeah. Like, my parents were like very, very, like, when they were wrong, it was a bit like they would sit down and be like, I need to apologize. Like, and they're not just like, I'm sorry. Like, I need to ask for your forgiveness. And it's almost to my detriment that I believe any apology that has any strings attached is not one. So, like, I'm such a, like, I'm so rigid about it. It's like, if you say I'm sorry or I'm sorry, but any of that's not an apology. Like, I'm just not like don't apologize. Like, I tell my kids, if you're not, correct. If you're not genuinely sorry for what you did, it would be better for you to process it before just saying you're sorry to be done with it. It's because my parents were really big on apology. But I think that they were not in the norm.
I'm sorry, okay?
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry if I hurt you.
I'm sorry if I hurt you. Like, if you and your sensitive feelings were hurt, then I'm sorry.
I'm sorry if my apology's not good enough.
Yeah, choose your adventure. Yeah. If you were hurt, then I'm sorry. And if you weren't, then I'm not.
How do you be?
Because I'm not really
I still
sorry.
am, but less so.
Yeah.
Less so.
I'm sorry you don't feel. I'm sorry that you feel bad.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry that you feel. I'm sorry that you
suck. You know what I mean?
My feels was Hattie. Hattie said, Hattie. Hey, Hattie. Hattie said at one point about the gumbo, because Bethany Joy Lenz is like, everybody likes trying something new. And then she says, everybody likes trying something new as long as it's what they know. And I felt seen in that moment as somebody who does like trying new foods if it's all things that I've tried before and know what I'm getting.
This is bread, meat, and cheese, but we've reversed the order.
Right.
Ooh.
That's what I appreciate. You know what? That's what I appreciate about Taco Bell.
That's right.
Taco Bell's not doing anything new with their new things.
It's just crunchy, melty,
different
meaty,
order.
But we're calling it an enchilada.
I appreciate that because I'm trying something new, but it's all things that I've tried before, and I really
like. Bran loves a new sauce as long as it's composed of sauces he likes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
He will initially bristle at what's this sauce? But if you explain it and all the words go green in his head, then he's like, I'm here to try something new, gang. Out of my way.
That's exactly right.
So you would like mayo and ketchup mixed together.
He doesn't want mayonnaise and ketchup.
I don't really want mayo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want. No, he doesn't. This is his way of saying it's baby steps, and this is way better than it used to. Gang, like
I've made.
He wouldn't eat
I've
white
made a lot.
rice, just plain before.
Man, I had the strides.
The strides are there.
Thank you, Dan.
And the
You might have
flavor's there too.
Like ARFID?
Huh?
ARFID?
What? ARFID?
Oh, ARFID is like a, you know what? I'll text you about it. Maybe you have it. It's like there's only certain foods you can eat that are like safe foods, and it's a real thing.
Whatever condition.
Radio frequency identification. I don't think that's it.
Whatever you think I have, I probably do. That's where I am.
No, he just.
No, but I mean, no, that might make you feel, if you explore that world, it might make you feel seen and heard and understood that you're not just a picky eater.
Food-
it really
almost
sit with you.
all food stuff stems from being a child and having anxiety about having to eat something different and not ever getting over that in a safe space. I know that's what it was for me. Growing up, I was so picky because I had anxiety about this food that looked like mush and tasted bad that I knew I had to try. I was being forced to try it.
What was it?
Everything. Anything that wasn't.
Dan used to be a really picky.
When I was a kid, when I was very young, anything green bean, casserole, mashed potatoes, anything with that mush, I didn't want it because I had to try. I was required. My parents, I just bragged on it. My parents required.
I was going to say your parents were.
They were wrong.
Apologizing for feeding him much.
They were wrong here.
Apologized for this?
They haven't. They
Have
still
they sat
probably
you down?
stand by it. But I would have a lot of it. We'd have to go to on Sunday after church. We'd have to go to a lot of places to eat, and I would have to. Whoever cooked the food, I would have to try it always. And I never got a chance to be comfortable with it and not have to eat it. And it took me years. Like my kids right now eat more food than I did when I was 20, like varieties. But I think like those first 10 years and it's so hard as a parent because you just don't want to fight the battle of it.
Right.
Of not. The battle is not fighting the battle. The battle is not going, you have to eat this, but you do have to have it around and eventually try it.
My mind is just, I'm just the fear of not liking it because I hate not liking stuff.
Yeah.
I hate it when it's in my mouth is greater than the joy that I get if I do. Like I don't love food enough to be like, this is worth it.
Yeah.
This is worth the risk for me.
You don't love food.
I'm not a big foodie. No, I'm not a foodie. I don't understand I don't understand flavors and stuff.
But say like, okay. Say though, like, what's your favorite thing to eat?
No, he doesn't. No, he is. I know where you're going, and I'm gonna cut you off at the pass. Like, he just Brandon, and there's nothing wrong with this, by the way. I think when I talk about this, it makes it sound like there is. Brandon knows what he likes, and he doesn't.
Oh, you're enjoying,
but it's never it's not always the gourmet version of that. I think with some things like steak, Brandon would be like, yes, this whole steak tastes better than this Texas Roadhouse steak. But honestly, he throws some A1 on that A1 steak. It's probably not a big drop off for him. It's probably a little drop off for him.
Yeah.
Or like
you really enjoy eating those foods.
But like frozen pizza.
I've never had like a food that makes me like close my eyes and almost cry. Like I hear about people that are like this meal.
Or like it makes you a little
That's what I'm going for with every meal. I'm literally going for it with every meal that I'm going to eat. If I'm not going to do that, I may as well just eat something good for me.
I just go, that was good. That was really good. That was really good.
Nah, man. I got
that is fascinating because I thought maybe it's like you love because I love a frozen pizza, but like I really love it.
No, but like he prefers store-bought ice cream. He doesn't want ice cream to be too creamy. Like he wants almost hard ice cream.
That is true.
Oh.
But it's super. Here's the thing is, if that's how you grew up, it's super safe. Yeah. You know what it's going to taste like. You know the texture. You know it's not going to be messy. Like makes sense.
I just want you to enjoy it more. I want you to eat whatever you want to eat, but enjoy it.
It's like my fear of heights is not the fear of falling and dying. It's the fear of falling and living and being in pain.
Yeah.
Ooh, woof. Yeah.
I think that's different than the eating.
No, because it's the fear of not liking it. It's the fear
of in 2 seconds.
It sticks with me.
Yeah. And that I think is where you can only have you only have that opportunity one time as a kid. I honestly believe that. From 1 to 8 years old, when you're learning how to speak the language of English, you're learning what your taste buds are, and you are a lot less rationally inclined to stop yourself. You know, you might not like it, but the more comfortable you get with those foods is so important. And I didn't get that growing up. I just didn't get it. I knew I just would wait. And when pizza came, when I was 8 years old, I could eat a whole pizza because I knew I loved it. And I knew I was starving myself at other meals. And so I would just wait. And then so like it took me a long time as an adult to get over that hump because it was
just get over that. Like, I'll just wait until the next meal.
Yeah. I'll just wait till I can just house some chicken tenders. Like
That's why you guys do intermittent fasting.
Yeah. Well, I don't do that. I'm kind of do a different thing now. I know. I'm evolving.
He's his own man. We don't have time for this.
We don't. We've been talking.
We've gone too long.
We will get into it another
Please
time.
talk to me later about it. Yes.
You have any feels, Dan?
No.
Great. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back.
No.
Take the Hallmark.
Take the Hallmark. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's great. Honestly, it's great to be back.
It's great to be
We're talking about Hope Valley 1874, episode 3, Good Prospects. And it's time for the Wait What. It's where we talk about what in this episode made us go, wait, what? I'll start with you, Jax.
Bran, you kind of alluded to it at the end. I only had one wait what.
Okay.
And what is Clayton going to do with this picture? Now, he's trying to figure.
Oh, you mean Alexander?
Oh, not Clayton. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Alexander.
Okay. So I know I made it sound like he's going to use it for, like he's interested in, he likes the way this looks. That's not what I meant by it. What I meant by it.
I actually don't think you did. But
great. What were you going to say?
I'm way more interested in what you have to say, my friend.
No. He's going to use it in his own private time.
What were you going to say?
Back in his cabin.
What was your wait what?
No. I knew you were alluding to that in a funny light way. But no, I think my wait what for this is what I'm sensing is that I'm missing a piece about why he wants to know about her past. I don't think it's romantic, but he wants to know where she's from. And it seems like there might be something not nefarious, but like he thinks something weird is up. I think I'm just confused.
No. Okay, so this is what it is. So he last week talked about how he doesn't understand why a woman would come out here by herself. She assumes that she's on the run from something.
That's right.
So now that he has this picture, he can then, pass it around, put it out there. Does anybody have any information about this woman? Because she's here. So if you are looking for her, here's where she's at.
Yeah. Here's where she is.
Yeah.
So, okay, like that seems kind of rude.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, but that's his job as this is a law officer. I want to be very clear.
He's an officer of the law, but all these men are stealing boards from her, and he ain't doing nothing about that.
Dan's always going to side with the law.
I think you misunderstood me when I said that. I said it in a matter-of-fact way, like, of course, not like this is his job. I'm saying, this is what they do. This is what they do. They ignore the crimes in front of their face that do not affect them.
Okay, yeah.
In order to chase after something that's just going to cause a lot of harm for folks that are just trying to do better. Like that is of course, that's what's going to happen. What I mean, I will say this. If it turns out that Bethany Joy Lenz's husband is a part of something and she ran away with her daughter, the amount that this is hitting close to Bethany Joy Lenz's real life is crazy. Like, I can't imagine her wanting to act this out. If there is any sort of tie to...
Maybe it's therapeutic.
Maybe it is. That's a good use. That was really good. And the way you said it also.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I got every letter in there. Jax, anything else?
Yeah.
No, you guys are doing a really good job of explaining to me when I have a wait what, actually why it makes sense.
Well,
we love to explain things to you, Jax. It's really, why we have the show. Is so that we can
a lot of people talk about mansplaining like it's a bad thing, but I'm just like listen to this show.
That's right. Yeah, and it's two of us.
I love
Listen, I understand this show at another level, man.
Yeah.
I want another level when it comes to Hope Valley 1874.
Brandon,
I would love to see
out for 2 seconds to get my smoothie so it doesn't get stolen. I don't know what this neighborhood's like.
Oh,
go for it.
Can I still talk?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
okay, I'll go to my wait what.
Do it.
I know I just did a whole thing about trying new foods and whatnot and how I don't want to. I will say, It's crazy
What
to
a
me.
perfect transition.
It's crazy to me that these guys would not be lining up to get this gumbo.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
Crazy to me. Like a hot meal. This like I honestly I have to imagine that they're at the point. Like they're at the point where I know I have my salted pork for the 100th night in a row. There's a hot meal.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them not.
But I can imagine you not.
But all of the prospectors are me.
Here's why you're
All of them are me.
No, here's
That's a
why.
good point. That's a good point.
Especially back in the frontier where you had to eat stuff with no flavor all the time.
Yeah.
The reason it's so great is the whole episode, they complain that there's no, like, it's like, I need some food that sticks to my bones. There's going to be hot food when no one is more excited for this food than these guys until they see the food. And then they become 7-year-olds. And I don't get it. There is no world on a frontier where anyone's turning down that hot meal.
Yeah.
That is absurd.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's just like, I know gumbo is different, obviously, than soup and chowder, but they've had soup and it's not that far removed.
No.
It's like, it's the natural progression.
Yeah.
To be
It's
like,
hearty.
there is a liquid with things in it.
That's right. Easy.
Are they rude and just don't want to pay for it? Because they
Maybe.
eat it when it's free.
Yeah, they really conned her good.
Yes. Yeah.
Jax, did you see this?
Oh, this is an all-timer.
When they
if you didn't
all
see it.
line up, they get their gumbo, they go into the tent. For reasons that I don't know.
Super close up.
They do a super close up of a guy who does the fakest bites. He just goes,
Oh,
Literally, if he was drinking, it would have been like this.
I need to send you the screen grab of
wait,
it.
you need to send me this
Dude,
screen grab. How do I
the
get
food is
So-
this far away from his mouth, on the
It's-
outside of his mouth.
And
at
I'm
least.
just like, did you guys not have any other cutaway shots that you could use?
It's tough.
I feel like you didn't need that.
No, you could have done an exterior shot. You could have reestablished the tent. You could have done anything other than that.
That actor's watching this being like, what the heck?
No.
What did I do to you that you would include
What did I
this?
do to
It
you?
would have been better if you would have seen him put empty spoon in his mouth.
Oh,
than
yeah,
what he
yeah, 'cause
did.
there could be a reason for that.
That's
Yeah.
right. But this
you're
is
licking
one
it
a
off.
Off the
spoon of
residual.
food with air in between spoon and mouth.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
bad.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just like, this is like how my brain works while I'm watching these period pieces, but it's just like, I can't imagine doing manual labor while wearing vests. Like Tom and all of his guys all have the vests on, and it's just like, it's so restrictive. You know how like sometimes you do work and you got to do this movement?
Yeah. All the time I'm out and I'm like,
Yeah. It's restrictive.
if I do this while working.
I just
I
think,
don't think you guys know. I hope that people are watching
Yeah.
on YouTube
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're watching.
because you guys look so masculine right now.
So masculine when we do this.
yeah. Like,
I'm actually serious. You do.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'm not saying that's a
think
good
about
thing.
this. So when you
Yeah.
so I'll go Pat, what is it? Pat McAfee? I'll stand up
Yeah.
with my microphone. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
tell me, Brand.
But a vest isn't
What?
supposed to be restricting.
Yes, but it's buttons.
Yeah. I just keeping you warm. And they're
Loosen up my buttons.
But it's
they're
like when,
shopping. I don't think
No,
they're
but
doing a
it's
lot of this.
They're doing this motion, right? When they're getting they're doing the thing with the holes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that movement. This movement.
Lee, have a field day.
This
Sir,
movement.
have a field day. Lee.
That movement is
Jiminy Christmas.
restrictive when you have the vest on. It's just not comfortable. It's like when weathermen, it's like when weathermen know that they're going to be on TV a lot. There's a big storm coming. What
Yeah.
do they do?
Hashtag weatherman.
What do they
Brand.
do?
Tell us what it's like where you are.
They've unbuttoned their jacket
That's
and
right.
then eventually they take it off. It's
right.
too restricted.
Man.
They're doing and they're not weathermen and women. Weather folks aren't cowboys
Doing that maneuver.
They're not doing this. So I think it's something to think about.
Man.
You guys give me a lot of grief in a fun way. You give me the business about saying inappropriate things. Brand, you were thrusting and you were talking about the thing with the holes, and I just think that you really
Oh,
need to set that
come
into a-
on.
I
Oh,
gotta be
come on,
honest,
Brad.
Lee, it's all there for you, buddy.
It's all that.
It's all there.
It was very well done, though.
Yeah, you crushed. You were super masculine,
Crushed
and that's all that matters.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't wear the vest.
You wouldn't wear the vest because of that motion. Do you know what I mean? I see Brand in the backyard. He's just staring at the back fence, going. I'm like, Brand, he doesn't respond. He's in a trance. He's doing his shoulders.
Hey,
he's doing his shoulder stuff.
Hey, the bee.
When I move, you move.
The
just
bee.
like that.
The bee died.
Well, my kids were talking about it this morning, and I didn't love its chances.
There was a bee?
There's a lot of bees right now. It's pollen season, but there's one that could not fly anymore.
He lost one of his four.
4 under 10-year-olds were passing it on a stick and talking about how they were going to care for it. And it was Grizz and Gav's turn. And this morning at breakfast, they were like, we got to get with Grizz and Gav this afternoon to talk about the bee. And I was like, I don't love its chances of survival.
I love how honest you are. I don't love its chances.
I don't love its chances.
No, I told my boys, I said, boys, this bee's not going to make it.
Yes. Bees need their wings.
They need their wings, and once the wing is gone, they can't regrow the wing.
Which is a crazy turn of events for one of my children, who I literally have to tell to stop trying to hit a bee with a stick like it's a baseball and baseball bat. That I have to 100% be like, we don't do that to bees. Yeah. And he is out there just trying to tee off. And then now he's going to cry. He's going to cry about the bee being dead.
My youngest said, Dad, I hope that Ray and Jay aren't mad because they said if the bee dies, they're going to kill us.
Man, times are tough. What's crazy is earlier.
You can keep the bee tonight, but if that bee's dead tomorrow, we're going to kill you.
My kid was literally pretending to be Aaron Judge trying to hit a bee home run. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I told him to stop. We don't harm bees, but also that's the guy that's going to be upset about the bee.
This is actually so beautiful for 4 young men.
That's right.
Young boys.
That's right.
To be caring for this bee. You guys are good dads.
It was just a
what it was.
Tomorrow they'll be digging up worms to rip them apart.
It just
depends on the day.
Yeah. My kid doesn't want to kill ants, and every time around this year, some ants can get in our house because the weather changes so abruptly, and there will be a string of ants, and I spray some like green spray inside, and then I spray a perimeter with real stuff, and my kid gets mad at me. He's like, "Dad, you're killing the ant. You're killing creation. You're killing the ants." I'm like, "Yes, I am, buddy. I am. That is accurate." He also loves a cheeseburger. He also loves a cheeseburger. So he doesn't ask about the cow.
Yeah.
He doesn't see the cow. Like, I get that. It's not like he's going out and killing the cow that he's going to eat.
Correct. Yes.
Our kids do see the chickens on the
highway, though.
On the chicken truck, though.
Doesn't stop them from loving those tendies.
Doesn't stop me either.
That's right.
Shout out, Peter. Love you.
Shout out. All right. I got a couple wait what's, I guess. At the beginning of this episode, a guy's complaining there's nothing to eat at what's her name's store. Mm. And he says that the beef jerky hurts his teeth. His teeth look amazing. It's 1874. If you got a full set and you're his age, you have struck gold. Forget the stream. You struck
literally
gold. And his set is still as white as Jax's teeth, she has the whitest teeth of the three of us. His teeth are like 2026 good teeth. And he's complaining that the beef jerky his teeth are too sensitive. And I found that to be hysterical. Like, give him some fake teeth. Teeth weren't a priority for frontiersmen. They just weren't. But for this guy, holy moly. 5 out of 5 dentists recommend the frontier diet. He didn't have a toothbrush. That's just, what were we going to say?
I was going to say, in the words of Mike White on Survivor, look at those chompers.
Look at those chompers. That's right. Nobody wants to see my mug on a poster, said Lachlan Cornby in a Mountie surge.
Yeah, come on.
Aussie Lachlan Cornby in the surge is like, don't make me sing. I'm an uggo. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me, Lachlan? Nobody wants to see my mug on a... Nobody wants to be looking around and
imagine if he was going like this.
Imagine if he did one of these in the surge. Are you kidding me right now?
Game over.
God.
Game over.
It's like Brand's in a wave pool. He's just like, yeah. Bethany Joy Lenz is down on her luck fixing a boarding house. She needs lumber. She needs money. She needs help stat. You know what she doesn't need? Fresh garlic, because she's got it. What in the world? How in the what? Who? I just have so many questions. Where, ma'am, did you procure fresh garlic for that much gumbo? And how did you go about procuring it? With what money?
It's a trading post. I don't know what to
Why
tell you.
didn't you spend that on lumber? Why didn't you spend that on, they don't care. I don't know if you know, they've been eating salted pork for 100 days in a row. The garlic is going to make that gumbo pop. You know what's going to make that gumbo sell the same amount? Not garlic. Not garlic. And I like, they make a big deal of the garlic, and I'm thrilled that they do, and we have to just suspend our disbelief, which clearly I'm not willing to do. What in the world? Use the money, like get your boarding house going.
Yeah.
She's buying fresh herbs and spices. Guys, fresh herbs and spices in 2026 are expensive. Groceries, economy, am I right? In 1874 on the frontier, it's like actual gold. I call it non-liquid gold. It's actual gold. I gotta be like, guys, you don't like, you happen upon some fresh garlic, paprika, oregano, or you're not just being like, what if the miners who've eaten the same one seasoning, what if we really did it up for them? You wouldn't do that. It was crazy. That's all I got.
All right, let's get to the hopes of valleys. This is where we talk about what's giving us hope for the future and opening us out. Jax.
I am hopeful that we will be seeing a lot more of the exquisite Olivia. I cannot wait to see where her character goes. I just want more of her. I don't really have a strong valley other than like, now that I've heard Dan talk about it, I'm like, did a lot happen in this episode? No. Am I enjoying it? Like now I'm like doubling back on my own thoughts about it. So I do hope that things get a little more exciting, but I'm thinking this might just kind of be where we're at, which I was okay with because look, ultimately the acting is good. So my hope above all things is that the acting continues to be top notch.
And I think that the first two episodes have a through line where it's like, these are the tasks that lay before us, like boarding house, miners are here. How do I adapt as a rancher? What's the identity of Bethany Joy and her daughter? This Mountie's going to figure it out. I feel like those are all really good cornerstones that they could build a great season on.
That's right.
I think with 8 episodes, we shouldn't have had to waste an episode with this, but the acting is still good. I don't disagree with that, Jax.
I have a hope, and it's that Hattie is Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah, this is good.
So,
this is good.
Listen, look this up. When did Carmen Sandiego first enter the cultural zeitgeist? Let's look this up. Because Hattie at the end of this episode is rocking a Carmen Sandiego hat and is wearing all red.
1985. She was 111 years old.
But
maybe
it's
her
Hattie
granddaughter.
maybe the inspiration.
Okay.
Is Hattie the inspiration for Carmen Sandiego? It's something that has to be addressed. She was very Carmen Sandiego-esque towards the end of this episode. And I first had the thought when we saw the drawing of her. And I was like, oh, she looks like Carmen Sandiego. That drawing does. And then the very next scene, she's wearing a hat with a red jacket on. So she's Hattie's Carmen Sandiego is what I'm trying to say. Dano?
So I'm actually going to steal your valley from last week, or hope, or whichever it is. When you said last week, they better not add another character. We got enough characters. I was like, he's just pulling the trigger too soon on this. I think he's just sensitive because of the wind calls the heart thing. And this is not an overpopulated landscape yet. I am now fully Team Bran. We introduced a character this week that makes beeswax and candles and owes $3. And I've had it. We're all set, gang. We're all set. Unless it's someone coming through town and leaving, we're done. We're done. Everyone's doing a great job. Can we not risk it by bringing someone to do a bad job in a recurring role? If you're passing through, I'll give you a break. I'm done. We have enough things happening. We have enough characters. I've now had it. Maybe my words will go further. Please, no new characters next week. Hope Valley 1874.
Fair enough, Dano. Thanks for being my friend.
I'm here for it, man.
Have my back.
Travel down the road and back again.
All right, let's get to the What's Calling My Heart. It's where somebody emails us a thing that's giving us joy, giving them joy.
Giving them joy.
Give us joy. What's calling your heart, Dan? What do we have?
Email us, hello@deckthehallmark.com. Tell us what's calling your heart. We'll read it on the air. This is from Heather. Hello, thank you for all the laughs and your great coverage of When Calls the Heart. When the show started, I expected something reminiscent of the feel-good frontier shows I grew up with, like Little House on the Prairie, Dr. Quinn, or Christie. I quickly realized that When Calls the Heart is more of a slow-moving collision that I just can't stop watching. It has become a well-natured hate watch for me, and your recaps with Jax make it so much more entertaining. I love how the DTH community comes up with the better plots and character development than what we actually see on screen. For season 14, I'm hoping for a double wedding with Elizabeth Nathan and Ali Ali. Same. If the show continues to season 15, a Father of the Bride Part 2 style double pregnancy would be fun to see. Dear God in heaven, save us. Let's let the thing end before. Let's let the world end before
That's
that
interesting,
happens.
though. Do we think that before this show is done, Elizabeth will have another baby?
I can't. No.
What do you think? Will baby Jack become Big Brother Jack? I'm sorry, Little Jack.
You know what? As soon as you said Big Brother Jack, yeah, it's happening.
Okay.
I hate it.
I think
What is currently bumming me out is the prospect of next season being entirely focused on wedding planning. It will be, especially if Lucas and Edie are gone. I hope they won't be, but I think you're right. What if Abigail wants the cafe back? While I know Nathan fans would love it, would hate it, I think it would be hilarious if Kevin decided to leave the show right after the wedding, just like Daniel Lissing did. I would literally write Kevin McGarry a check to do it.
He gets cast in Landman with his wife, with Kayla Wallace.
Oh my gosh. I would love to see him in Landman. Be great. The show could then return to an excruciatingly slow burn of finding Elizabeth yet another partner. It seems the show can't quite function without the chase. It's no Taylor Sheridan prequel, but perhaps Hope Valley 1874 can provide more of the substance we deserve. Keep up the great work. Love, Heather.
Thank you, Heather.
Crushed it.
Very
Crushed
nice. All right. We did it, everybody.
Yeah,
We'll be
we
back
did.
next week with another one. Come on back for that. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas. Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. Follow us on Instagram at deckthehallmark. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Please, helps us others find the podcast. And head on over to the best corner of the internet with ad-free podcasting, a great Facebook community, live video watch-alongs, and so much more.
Oh, yeah.
All that at bramblejamplus.com.